July. Tomorrow, what is today? Friday. Okay. No, Thursday. Thursday. It is Thursday. I am dressed in my cleaning clothes today. And my hair is up. I went to put my hair up and thought, I kind of woke up this way. So we'll just leave it. We went with it. So I apologize. It is a little frizzy, but I kind of thought it looked good. I don't know. I may be demented. I may be getting just plain old and can't tell. So if you're coming in, say hey. Make sure that you comment and like and do all those things. Make sure you sprinkle the love for me because, you know, it helps me out. Helps my business. Turn on some lights. It feels like it's going to be a hot one today. I think it's warming up. And so Christmas in July is, you know, making you think fondly of, why does everybody come when I get on live? I don't understand. I think somebody's here now. Such a crazy thing. It's sort of like when you have children, like there's nobody around, they're all playing really good, and then you get on the phone and then they all join you. So I think that's what's happening. Hey.
Jake quit. Came in last night, took us to a box. Yeah. Love you.
Love you too. Okay. News in Grangeville, I guess. He left the door open. It's hot out there. It's hot out there. I had it nice and cool. Okay. Shut the door. Keep the hot air out. The sun is on that side, so I had to keep that door shut. Anyway. See, it's just like children. Like the minute it starts. So I have a cleaning job today, Thursday. Every other Thursday, I think, is when the cleaning job is. I don't know. Hasn't been for a long time, very regular. So kind of going on a crazy schedule these days with the cleaning. I thought I had taken the summer off of piano lessons and pretty much cleaning. I had passed it all over to the kids so that I didn't have to do it this summer. So I'd have more time to focus on you guys. And lo and behold, it hasn't been so. It has not been so at all. Is that crazy? I'm trying out, I'm thinking about doing this teal-ish color. Maybe it's blue. Maybe teal is different. I guess it kind of is. So anyway, when you're coming on, say hey. Today, I thought we would do some star cutouts, as well as for the Christmas project, as well as the star, this is stargazing patterns. I'm trying to think if there's another pattern. I know there's a 4th of July one that I have. I was just trying to, I looked online. They do have a Christmas pattern, star cutouts pattern to go on the star cutouts. And star cutouts are also available. So if you're wanting a set of stars, this is a good time to get them. I actually like to do Christmas on one side and then 4th of July on the other. And if you've been on recently, you probably saw my 4th of July ones. So I was kind of, the other night, just kind of a side thing. The other night I was going through our fair book to see, you know, open class things, what I could do. They have very limited, like, for adults, what they can put in. Hey, Christy. Hey, Teresa. Good to see you. I can't even imagine what time it is in Germany. But anyway, I was checking out our fair book and trying to decide, oh, what do we have? What can I put in? Trying to put some Cutouts stuff in. I don't know. They have such weird categories, and a lot of them are like toll painting is like got 3 different categories. Isn't that crazy? Like, I don't even know anybody who does that. It must have been a thing, and then now nobody else has it, right? I don't know. I don't even know. I guess I did look it up last year. I remember looking up toll painting to see what it was. And then they've got, I don't know. I was looking through it and thinking, there's just not really many options for those of us who are not toll paper painters. Like, they don't even have, like, I think macrame would be a really good one right now, because macrame is sort of trendy, right? Like, it should be in there. I'm slacking here in the, maybe I can find some sandpaper. I always like to start with my stars, my cutouts, and do the edges. And I might come back and do more, like, after I paint. but at least I've given it a good once over. I just like the rougher edges. I think they look nicer. So that's what I'm doing. But they come painted already. You could like take them out of the package and go, which is what I love about them. They're really an easy, super easy project and very affordable. If you've tried to buy wood items right now, our prices have not increased all that much over the last few years. So it really is a very economical project to work on and very satisfying because you could kind of just take it out. You could be a little bit of creative, but you don't have to worry about being coming up with the wood cutout. Although we've been looking at those wood cutout things. The machines. I don't know. I think it would be fun for my husband to do, like kind of as a side, and it would help my business. I have selfish reasons for wanting him to cut out some wood things for me, but they would be thin things. This is a nice thick like piece of wood. This is not at all thin stuff. This is not, it may be like, I don't know, plywood. I don't know. I think it is a plywood, but, or not. Is that what I'm thinking of? Anyway, I like it. It has the wood grain on it, and that's good enough for me. Okay. So you can see it just has a little bit different texture to it. So I was trying to put together like, so one of the categories they have in open class is, actually two of the categories, 2 or 3, are collections. Collections, like antique collections, 3 or more items that you've personally collected. And then another one is actually collection, but it's 3 or more items personally made by you. So I was thinking about putting together a collection of my Chalk Couture items. And one of the items one of the collections I thought I could do is a 4th of July collection, because I've got the 4th of July flag, and then I could do stars, these 3 stars to go with it. And what else was I thinking? I had like, I think I would try to put, because that's 4 items, so I would want at least 1 more item. So I'd have to come up with like 1 more. There was kind of like a disclaimer that you can't use, I think they were trying to say you can't like defame the flag or do anything like that. So I don't know. I was reading the rules. I probably shouldn't read the rules because I'll overthink it. Like, is my using the American, Americana stuff? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I come up with. The other thing I thought about was doing gnomes, because I have some of my sock gnomes already made up. I could just bring those. And then I've got a couple of different gnome surfaces like that I've made. And I like making these stars into gnomes. One of my favorite things to do. I put the gnome face right on the star. It just is nice. This is the funny thing about working in a camper. When I'm like sanding, the whole camper is kind of shaking. So I can only imagine what it looks like to my neighbors outside. Although all my neighbors kind of know that I'm crafting in here. But also there's like little things that like in this old camper shake. So there's like a little click, 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 click. I don't know what it is. I go around the camper regularly and try to find what is shaking and making noises because it drives me crazy. But it's driving me crazy today. Okay, there's the little one. I just think it adds a little bit extra. And then when I actually put on the wax on it, it actually kind of gets darker, these areas where I sand. So those were my collection ideas. There's not really, they put painting on there. Like, I don't know, 10 different categories of painting, like oil painting, drawing, blah, blah, blah. And I understand those are totally fine arts. They're definitely not what I do. But I like to, I don't know, I like to participate. My kids are there. I like to do stuff at the fair. As long as I'm going, I might as well try. I've tried my canned goods, and they have a couple of little ladies that come in with cases of canned goods, and I hardly ever even place. Dave one year, so we did cherries, we canned cherries one year, and I thought they looked gorgeous. And so I put in a jar, each one of my kids put, because everybody, it's a family project when you're canning, right? Like everybody worked on it. So the kids each put in the open class, a jar of cherries, and then I put one in my husband's name. Because he helped too. It wasn't, I never lie. It's whoever helped with it. My kids know when we get to canning, they'll all come and help because they know they can put it into the fair. Well, in the junior division, they're much more generous with prizes. So they usually, especially in the canning area, they get like coupons for free canning stuff and whatnot. So same batch, same jars, they all look the same. Mine did not place. Dave, however, on his jar of cherries, I think won first place, which they only give out one. And they say in the thing, they have a blue ribbon for the best in the project, and then they have a red ribbon for the next best. And then a white ribbon for the third best, if wanted. They don't even always do the third. It's kind of a strange thing. So, anyway. There's a lot of quilting. There is some sewing, but I don't do a whole lot of sewing, really. That's not my... The kids will each, like the girls will each put in a little sewing project that we've done along the way. Like they did the 4-H sewing day this year, made a little bag. It's really cute, so they'll enter that into the junior division. And then I'm trying to think what else. I don't know. It's just the categories are really hard for adults. Oh, lots of photography, but the photography ladies, they're not nice. When you go over to enter them, they're like, that's not right. I don't know. I can never figure it out. It says it has to be framed or it has to be matted and needs to be hanging on the, they have like, supposedly it's supposed to be pegboard. All right, this is my sanding mess right here. And so you go over there and they like change it every year. So I always go and I like to get, because they say it can be framed. I don't do it very often. So when I do it, I have this lapse of memory about what an awful experience it is to enter photography into the fair and decide to do it. And then they yell at me every time. So last year, I went ahead and bought a couple of frames at Dollar Tree because I figured I didn't really care, but at least it would protect my photos. I put them in the frames, and then I also attached on the back a way to hang them on pegboard, like a little, one of those little, oh, what are they called? I have them right down by my feet here somewhere. Those twisty ties. Anyway, I had hot glued on the back of the frames because I figured, for $1, I really didn't care. Anyway, so I get there and they're like, you can't have frames. The glass will break. La. So I had to undo everything, then tape everything, all my pictures to the mat. Fortunately, all my frames came with mats in the pictures frames. There were mats, so I had to tape all the pictures onto the mat. Then take off all of my Chanel. Oh, there's Chanel stems. What is the other name for those? Do you guys remember? Anyway, the Chanel stems, I'd take them all off and then tape them on the back of the mats. It was a mess. So I walked out with this whole big stock of frames that they wouldn't allow me to enter. And then, I don't know. And then the whole fair, because it's right by an open door of the building, the whole fair, all of these pictures were on the floor, and I didn't have anything really, and you have to have at least 5 by 7, so it's a large size. I'm putting some surface wax on here. Wood wax, always wax with wood. This looks like one side doesn't have very good sanding. I'm gonna do this side today because it looks better. I can always come back and hit it later with sandpaper too. It's not to my liking. Oops. I kind of gobbed too much wax. Too much juice on that one. get both sides. I went crazy on that one side. But you can kind of see like how it makes it a little bit darker, that wax. It doesn't, you know, like when you're putting the wax on, it doesn't really feel like you're doing anything to it. So the side I put too much on, I'm going to buff it a little bit more so it's not so bad. Oof, that side might be a problem. I went crazy with the wax. So, anyway, I'm staying away from photography this year. Anyway, a couple of ladies who did really big ones or canvases or anything like that, like, actually, like, were really upset because their big photos were on the floor. And they don't allow you to take them out of the exhibit until Saturday afternoon. So, evening-ish. So anyway, trying to decide what to do here. Haven't made any decisions whatsoever. We're kind of winging it today. If you have any requests, I was kind of, I don't know. There's a thought in the back of my mind. I've seen people do some beautiful like black and white ones, like just with black. I don't know if I want to go that far. Maybe I'll stick with my shimmers. So these are made exactly for our cutouts, but you can use these on anything. You can use these little star cut, you know, the star transfers on anything. And of course we can use these reusable transfers. Like we can use them 8 to 10 times. I'm just thinking, sorry. that was a long thought, wasn't it? So anyway, I'm trying to get in the fridge here. I'm thirsty. When I start getting hot, I get thirsty. I guess that's a good thing. You're supposed to be drinking lots of water. I'm gonna do some, let's see. I'm starting to, this summer, I'm going through a lot more of these. I was only having one a day, so it wasn't that bad. I could go use a case in a month and it was fine. There's a few occasions where I'm using more, and then I always have kids begging for it. They like these too. That's unfortunate. I don't like to share. Okay, I know I've done this in green because I could see the green. I'm thinking about doing gold. What do you think about gold? The nice thing about these is, like, for me, like, a kind of crafty, creative, you know, I want to do something creative and fabulous, and it sort of feels like it's not very creative to do. Ooh, that Harvest shimmer is really pretty. But I don't think I want to do yellow. Where did I go with my gold? I don't really... Oh, that's why I put it in the blacks and whites. Okay, we're going to start out with gold. Not sure where we're going to end up. But gold it is. Been using gold a lot lately. All last Christmas I was like, I don't need gold. I'm not really a gold person. And now that's all I've been using. I don't have a small squeegee. I don't know why. I think I'm missing squeegees again. I have to go on a hunt for squeegees. I don't know what happens. I find them like in the chair or whatever. I don't know. Sometimes I think maybe the girls bring them out to get them out of the room. And they sort of disappear. I'm going to pull this from the inside because these edges sometimes are very difficult. And all I'm doing is dipping in the shimmers, because this is a gold shimmer. It does take a little bit more to get it down into the transfer. You can kind of feel like it doesn't just spread smoothly in there. You can kind of feel like there's sand in it or something, but that's the glitter. That's the joy of it. That makes it shimmer and shiny, right? I think this is going to be really pretty, this shimmer. Hopefully it won't dry too fast on me. Maybe I'll do black and gold. Don't you think that would be pretty? Like, I could do black shimmer. Since we're talking shimmers. I love the shimmers. At first, like when I first started, I was hesitant to even buy a thing of shimmer. I'm like, I don't need that. I don't like glitter. Well, I don't like glitter because of the mess. So there's that. Oh, when I first started telling you about my cleaning jobs, so I had kind of set them up because normally, like Levi is wanting money for college. So I thought, oh, I'll just whatever jobs I take. Well, I don't know this one. This one formerly used to be known as my Friday job, and she's somehow got me to do it on Thursdays. But on Thursdays, Levi can't do it, so it's me and the girls. And he's only gonna be here for 3 more weeks, so it doesn't really matter. I'm not gonna really. I think I'll probably have to change it once school starts because we won't be able to do Thursdays as well as we can do Fridays, maybe. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm very thankful for these cleaning jobs, so that's why sometimes I accommodate, even though I know I need to learn to say no sometimes, but I pick my battles. I pick my battles. All right, here we go. It's got speckles on it, so don't think that I missed on the speckles. Oh my goodness, that you guys, that looks so pretty. So pretty. This is so easy. I'm telling you, anybody could do this. For those of you that want to be crafters or don't think you're creative enough, this is the way to go. Isn't that pretty? It's got the shimmer in it, so you can kind of see like it's a little bit, and then it'll stand up like this. I don't want to knock it over because I don't want to smear it, because it is next to perfect here. Next to perfect. Trying to find a place I can set it down out of my own reach. Out of my own reach. Okay. So that was star number 1. And like I said, I think it would be very pretty to do, like, I like this. This is the different stars. So this one fits this one and this one. So the big one only has 1. The cool thing is this actually, you know, like this gold one could totally work for 4th of July. So on the back, I might do gold, red, and white, or red and blue shimmers. And then this one could be both sides. Oh, this one has like, there's an edge on this. It's a little cracked edge. I'm gonna fix that a little bit. Looks fine. See, it had just like a goop. I don't know if it was a goop of paint on there, so I just sanded it. It looks fine. It's fine. Okay, so now I'm dusty again. I really like this one, the Holiday Jolly Holly Wishes. So I think I'm gonna do that one because it's just my favorite. I don't know why. I like words. I like Subway art. Do you guys like Subway art? Put sub down there if you do. I want to know. Am I the only one who likes Subway art? Because I really like it. So I could choose certain words. I never got this open. There it is. Whew. So yesterday was like swim team, and as you guys know, if you've been paying attention, we've been chilly here. Chilly and raining, which is not normal weather for us. And I know the rest of the nation is like having heat strokes. So I haven't really been complaining about it, but yesterday we had swim team down in the valley a little bit, and 90 degrees and no trees. So I actually, when I got there, all the parents had tents like 2 deep all the way around the sides of the pool that you could watch. So I borrowed some shade because I couldn't even see the meat if I didn't stand in the shade, or I didn't sit my chair in the shade. All right, so I was thinking about doing black on the full words on here and then doing gold on the rest. What do you think about that? Any commitments to that? I'm going to do gold shimmer. Got my gold, not gold shimmer, black shimmer. All right, I think I'm going to need tulle. So we're going to, this is so pretty. Can you see that shimmer in there? It's so pretty. I love it. See it? It's so nice to be able to use glitter without glittering. I see a little teeny tiny Noel here. And then Jeez, there aren't any. I might do warm wishes, I think. Maybe it's just about getting the words that I want. Kind of in the middle here. And then I'm going to look for one more that's almost all there. I was thinking joy. But since I'm doing warm wishes, kind of across the middle. I originally ran across Chalk Couture. Oops. When I was looking for, I was on Pinterest. Are you guys Pinterest people? Put pin down there if you are. You know what I mean when I talk about pin. And I kind of like started doing a YouTube page. That's where I started Prairie Scraps. And the reason for that was because I wish there was like one word right here. I think I'm going to do peace. Warm wishes, Noel, peace. I'm going to do peace. It's kind of close. I would prefer it to be down further, but it is what it is. I like the word. I'm just picking words I like. Anyway, I was looking for project ideas for craft shows and just in general, and thought, and was using Pinterest a lot. Do you guys use Pinterest? I totally love looking on Pinterest. It's like where I go for inspiration, ideas, copycat things to do. I mean, people put it up on Pinterest for a reason. That's the reason, for you to copy. That's what I'm convinced of. At least that's what I do. Anyway, I decided, like, in the back of my head, I kept thinking, how many people like pins things and don't do them? So I sort of started doing YouTube because I was trying to like do as many of the Pinterest things as I possibly could, and I was recording it. So, and I was kind of bored. Somewhere in there I had a leg injury. I don't know. I was laid up quite a bit. So anyway, I remember even through my leg injury, I did a lot of YouTube videos because I was sitting on the chair for like 12 weeks that I couldn't move. Like I could barely go to the bathroom. So that was 3 years ago. Anyway, all my Pinterest findings, and I, off and on through the years, I've done it for craft shows. I've done it because I was sitting on a chair. And anyway, I went ahead and found this lady. Her craft, she did exactly what I was trying to do. Craft shows, like remaking, like kind of things. I think I'm gonna take in my tool here and just do this middle part because that O was kind of buried between the black. And I was trying to do a lot of different things, but this lady resonated with me. Her pieces look so beautiful. I was trying to do wording like on different, like I like to recycle things and make them kind of vintagey, vintage looking, farmhouse looking projects, and then sell them at the craft fair. So I kind of have a look, and I was looking through Pinterest and found this lady, and then found her website, and she really didn't have a whole lot on her blog, but she had enough where I like looked at her entire blog. Isn't that pretty? I don't know if you can see that. I'm sorry it's upside down, but that's how I can hold it without schmooging. Isn't that pretty? It's got the shimmer to it. Very pretty. I'm not done. I'm pulling it because I don't want it to dry. You guys have seen my disasters lately with the drying. It really resonated with me. I looked at every single one of her projects, everything she posted in her blog, which wasn't a ton, but it was enough to like really whet my appetite. And I messaged her. She had talked about this Chalk Couture, and that was like, it was almost 4 years ago when I first started. So anyway, I ended up joining for like $99 as a designer, and I didn't tell a soul. I only used it for my craft projects, seriously. And I kept myself, because at the time, I think you had to have, every quarter you had to have $300 in orders. I kept myself active for like a year and a half or more, even a little bit more maybe, totally in my own purchases. And I didn't buy a lot of surfaces all that much, but having a 40% discount, I'm like kind of out here in the middle of nowhere. Somebody's like, oh, I miss Hobby Lobby, I've been too sick to go. And I'm like, you wouldn't want to live here. We live 3 hours away from Hobby Lobby. And anyway, that was kind of my story, how I found it. And during the plague, I did have to discontinue being a designer. Like I said, I never was a designer because I was trying to make money, other than for my own craft projects. I didn't tell a soul. People would be like, your stuff is so beautiful. Your lettering is just so beautiful. And I'd be like, thank you. Mom is the word. I wasn't going to tell my big secret because I live in a small area. I also did another direct sales business for 8 years up until last year. And from my experience, when there was anybody else in the area that did the same thing, I would lose all my business. So, because I'm not local. So I just really didn't want anybody to know my secret. I wanted to have all the craft projects that looked amazing. So anyway, fast forward, past all of this, I decided, like, I had another surgery where I knew look at that, isn't that cute? I like it. Kind of random with the black. Would you have done more? I don't know. I can see there's a little schmurage on the Noel, and I think it's dry enough. I can kind of just maybe scratch away at it, and it will come off, or not look so wide. But pretty. That's not a good place for it. Because I'm already there. I'm going to put this over here. Okay, final one. I don't think this one causes me much grief here. This one causes me a lot of grief because the berries, I feel like they should be red, and then you have to sit and color all those. But maybe I'll be a little more fancy. I'm going to do this one. There's actually, on the 4th of July one, there's a kind of a patterned one, and you could use any pattern. In fact, I'm kind of excited. My order is coming with the new launch stuff. My order is coming, I think today. I saw. Pretty excited about that. I'm thinking about doing like gold and black on this. Do you think I could do it fast enough without it drying? And this one's this is always the hardest part, setting it. So anyway, that is kind of my story with Chalk Couture. And when I started a year ago up again, I did it because I was kind of thinking this might be I was kind of like, this other company I was with, it's not that I don't like their product. I just never really cared. I struggled with my upline. I wanted the community. I wanted to be with people who also wanted to be with me. And that was not the case so much. So, and then I love crafting. So that was the other part of it. It's like when over the past few years, I've had some really, my appendix burst first 4 years ago, and then 3 years ago, I guess that's when I started Chalk Couture, when my appendix burst and I was sick. And then I got, when your lungs, like not pneumonia, but it's even more serious, I think. After a surgery like that, you get, I forgot what it's called. Anyway, your lungs fill up with fluid from surgery. So I was really sick for a while and couldn't do a lot. And I was crafting. But I decided and then my leg injury, of course, makes you rethink your whole life. And I decided through all of that the best thing to do for me was crafting. Mixing my passions of crafting and having a business that I could be a part of, um, as well as having a community, because I love this community I'm in. It felt like I was, how am I doing this? These two, oh, I think I have to do, yikes, you guys, this is too much thought. I don't know. I'm making this up as I go. I think this one. This might be too much thinking. I might have done this wrong. You guys, too much thinking in the morning. I did something wrong. I'm not sure what it is. This is funny. Okay, so there, that one. I might have to wipe some off because I don't know. I did. No. I think this is going to end up with more black than gold. I should have thought through this before I did it. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, I think I did it wrong. I want a nice pattern, but I think this one and this one need to come off. Thankfully, I waxed. Oh, poo. Thankfully, I waxed. I think let's stick this under here and also wash off those spots because I want to make sure I do this right. There it is. Oh boy, we're digressing. So ultimately, the reason I'm telling you all this is because if you're looking for something with community, if you're looking for a way to make a little extra money, a way to craft at 40% discount, there's that. Okay, I got those little clean so that I can come back. All right, now we gotta hurry, guys. That one. I don't know what I just did. It may be more of a random pattern than I thought. It looks even. I don't know. I may have messed this totally up because this one looks like it should be off too. Ah, you guys. Today is a challenge to do patterns. I don't know why. All I wanted was a nice pattern. Sorry you're having to witness this. Oh shoot. And then I just... The bad news is I'm leaving witnesses. That's the bad news. I really love the sisterhood, like the group that I'm in, like for downline. I mean, there's always in every business, there's the competitive sort that kind of get to be a little nasty. I think, especially around women, I have to say, it's not my favorite usually to work with women because they can be nasty. And I think that is makes it difficult to be in direct sales because most direct sales are all women, although this company has quite a few men, which is nice. Okay, so that line. I did it again. Like, you know what I'm doing is I need to do the 4 sides. Like, so this one, the 4 sides. This one. This one. Oh my. My perception is off today, I think. My perception. Maybe shouldn't be driving today. Shouldn't be driving. Well, this is more tedious than I thought it was going to be. Maybe I should have just done the whole thing black. That should have been the thing. And I'm telling you, black is not a good color to mix up and mess up. Because it does stain. But so far, maybe this is the one I did too much wax on. Who knows? It's coming off so far. Pretty good. Okay. I'm getting the hang of pulling it off, though. Maybe by the time I'm done with this little star, I'll know what I'm doing. Right? Okay. I think this one is black. Make sure I got all the stuff. I love in our group that we're not like super, we help each other, and that's what I love. Like, if you're gonna be in, oh, I see another one. A corner, a little corner. If you're gonna be in a, with a group of ladies, you want them to be like helpful. You don't want them to be competing against you, stealing your people, you know, that kind of thing. And I have to say, that was the one thing I was really disappointed with when I was at Pinners, was that those ladies were so cutthroat at some point. It kind of started out okay, and then it went downhill fast. So I was really sad because I'm kind of in this little bubble with the group of ladies I work with. So you should join. And that's in like I think every single company or workplace that you work with women, sometimes they can be nasty. You want to find the place where everybody loves each other, cares about each other. And that's what I feel like I found. So anyway, if you're interested, you can be it's like I missed a whole a whole little area here. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought I was done with the black. Good thing I didn't put it away. That was dumb. 2. 2 whole areas. Black, okay. I think, I didn't put that back in, I should. Stay there. Sounds like they're cutting up a tree down the way. Seems like a lot. Like this last year was a very windy year here, so a lot of us, most of the neighbors probably lost big sections of trees. Except the one across the street. He cut all his trees down when he first moved in, like 5 years ago. All right, guys, I think we did it. I hope I didn't dry up too much here. Okay, let's see. See if we can peel it off without peeling it off, right? I'm liking it. Oop, I missed one right in the middle. I missed a gold, one of my wash-offs. So it looks like it's completed, but it's not. All right, try that again. I think that's the awesome thing about this is that you can, like, if you didn't get something, you can just replace it down and fix it. Fixing it is a good thing for me. All right, guys, I think I did it. I think. Did I miss? No. There isn't one there. Okay. What do you think? Okay, I did it. Like all those boo-boos, you guys hung through it. Pretty good. I do see a little schmudgy right in the middle. I can't resist. And of course I smudged it more. I'm gonna stand away. Stand away from it, right? Stand away. Just leave it alone. I could lay it back down. Oh, and then I smooched gold and black, wouldn't you know. I need a Q-tip. Where's a Q-tip when you need one? All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. Kind of a serious discussion about joining. Like I said, you can join for as little as $9.99 right now, which is amazing. It's okay if you don't want to sell. You don't have to sell anything. Sometimes, though, you just create things, everybody wants it, so, or wants to do it for themselves. There's so many avenues of making extra money if that's something you want to do, and there's also a couple of perk packages you can choose when you sign up. They do cost extra, but for $9.99 you can activate, become a designer, get your 40% off. It's such a good deal, you guys. That is my Christmas present to you today, is the deal. $9.99. And if you join this month, so just like a little bit left of the month, right? I guess almost 2 weeks left. 2 weeks left. If you join this month, I will send you a special extra gift from myself, from my stash. So this is the month, $9.99. You get a gift from me. Once you go ahead and activate and place your first order, and if you place your first order of at least $100, I'll send you a gift from my stash. So $100. If you're thinking there's so many things you want, get it 40% off. I'm totally not offended. Not offended. And I would love to help you place your first order if that's what you need help with or whatever. You don't know what to get first. I'll tell you one of each. No, I'm just kidding. No, I try to be super practical, and even for myself, I don't just buy to buy for buying's sake. I buy so that I know there's stuff, like I was telling you yesterday on the live, I buy stuff that I know I'll use. Like, I don't buy Halloween because I don't do Halloween, so it's just my thing. I don't, I think it's great. I think there's some really cute stuff for Halloween, by the way. So if you do Halloween, you should check out the new launch stuff for sure. If you need a link, put link down below. If you want more information about becoming a designer, or put down activate. You should activate. All right, so let me show you what I did today, what we did today together. I thank you all for your patience. We did a little black shimmer and gold shimmer together. How can we do this? Get my big one that I set aside. This one's all gold. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. Really goes with any decor, right? Isn't that pretty? I love it. So I'm trying to like get it all in. I don't know. I don't know. They're so pretty. And I finally got that black and gold pattern. Do what I say, not what I do. Pay attention, right? All right. That is the Christmas in July, day 5. Let me know if you have any questions or need links or anything to any of these products. You're more than welcome to just plain shop. You don't have to join, but I would love to give out lots of gifts for anybody who goes ahead and activates and place your first order. If you order one of those kits, too, that is going to be a huge savings. So anyway, I just wanted to let you know all of that, how I came to be in Chalk Couture, how much I love it, and I love you guys so much for paying attention and helping me out, you know, do all the things, subscribe, like, all that kind of stuff. And we will see you tomorrow for day 6. Day 6. All right, keep on crafting.